For over 3 decades, the killing of Christine Jessop was one of Canada's most heartbreaking and notorious cold cases. In 1984, 9-year-old Christine disappeared from her home in Queensville, Ontario. She had been waiting for her parents to return home that afternoon, but vanished without a trace. 3 months later, her body was discovered in a rural field about 50 kilometers away. She had been sexually assaulted and murdered. The small community was shattered, and a relentless search for justice began. At first, the investigation focused on Christine's neighbor, Guy Paul Morin, who was arrested and later convicted of her murder. However, his conviction was overturned in 1995 when DNA evidence excluded him as the killer. Morin's wrongful conviction highlighted critical flaws in the justice system, but it also left the Jessop family with no answers about who had taken their daughter. For years, the case remained cold, despite ongoing efforts to identify the real killer. It wasn't until 2020, 36 years after Christine's death, that a major breakthrough occurred. Using advancements in DNA technology and genetic genealogy, investigators identified a match to DNA found on Christine's clothing. The evidence pointed to Calvin Hoover, a man who had been a friend of Christine's family at the time of her murder. Hoover had died by suicide in 2015, but DNA testing confirmed his involvement in the crime. This revelation brought an end to the decades-long search for the truth. Although Hoover could not be brought to justice, his identification provided long-awaited answers for Christine's family and cleared Guy Paul Morin's name once and for all. The resolution of Christine Jessop's case is a testament to the power of perseverance and the advancements in forensic science. It highlights how even after decades, justice can still catch up to those who think they've escaped it. While it doesn't erase the pain of her loss, the identification of her killer brought closure to a case that haunted a family and a nation for over 30 years.